Okay, look who's on. Randy.
Still shows waiting for a light.
What?
Oh, here we go. Countdown.
Oh, commercial time. That's what it is. Hey, Randy.
Hi, Randy. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
If you're working, I hope you're not working too hard.
I'm staying dry.
Hey, don't you know? Ready to play.
Ah, she's ready to play.
Yes, she is.
All right.
Tonight we're doing a different kind of trivia, as we had in our thing, where basically you get the question. It's not trivia type.
Hi, Meg.
Choice. Hey, Meg.
Hi, John Esper.
Basically, you got a question. If you know the answer, you put the answer down in the chat.
Says doing good, working security.
Near
Near tech.
He does that a lot.
Yeah, I think he's on a rotation.
Yeah.
To do. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, so it's going to be a Trivial Pursuit questions night is what the plan is for tonight. So you get a question, you know it, you answer it. That's it. So you got plenty of questions. Don't worry, there won't be anything bizarre because it's not going to be multiple choice or true and false. Hey, there's Jeff and Tootsie.
Hey, Jeff and Tootsie.
Uh-oh. That means Tootsie's going to be answering most of these questions.
Hope you're doing good.
Hey, Hike with Mike. Welcome. Gary with 2 R's. Gary, the retired cable guy. Welcome.
Hey, Missy. How are you?
Welcome.
Randy says every Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh.
Jeff and Tootsie multitasking. Price is Right is on again. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
We compete with Price is Right again. Oh, my gosh. The wheel. Oh, I know. That's the way it is. We're going to wait about maybe
a little bit more.
6 more minutes, and then we're going to be doing questions. So.
Hey, T and me.
Hey, welcome. But the games begin.
Teresa, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
I heard you were sick the other day.
We're praying for your speedy recovery.
Gary with 2 R's. I'm multitasking too, Jeff, watching a Hussey video.
Hey, John Esper. Gary.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Welcome.
Jeff and Tootsie saying, Teresa, are you feeling better?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Seems like everybody's just kind of taking turns being sick.
It's crazy.
I hope that chain breaks.
Yeah.
That's too much sickness going on.
Yeah.
Got to get back to living.
Yeah. Yeah, I know our Home Our Life, they were going through a bunch of sick stuff as well, and Kicking Country is doing the same. It's like, you'd be done with sickness. I know it's the time. Yeah, winter time you do tend to get the sickness flu, but want to get past it is the plan. So I hope everybody's having a good week so far. We're going to be getting going here shortly. Been trying to keep coming up with more videos for our channel. Got some ideas coming up. Griswold Family Vacay. Hey, there.
Danny says, wow, ads and stuff. Congrats.
Thanks, Danny.
Jeff and Tootsie says, sound is a little muffled. Just a little.
Just a little. Okay. if there's too much I can really do.
Don't you know, says I finally went back to work on Monday. I got COVID on the 5th. Still have the cough.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
the cough does linger, unfortunately.
Yeah. Sorry to hear you had gotten that.
So,
But glad you're doing better. Yeah, that can be a little rough on some people. John Esper says, I noticed there was a lot of people coughing and sneezing when I was in Pigeon Forge Sunday.
Oh.
Well, stay well, John Esper. I hope you stayed away from those people.
Yeah.
TNE says, or Teresa says, I'm doing much better, everyone. Thank you for prayers. Oh, glad to hear that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hey, TB on the go.
Hey, welcome.
Gary with 2 R's says the cough lasts for weeks. Yeah, we were told it could be up to a month for some people, and others could be even longer than that. So.
Yeah, I had. Yeah, some people I know still have a cough, and they had the bout of it back in November, and still have the cough. So, just stay back. I don't want to get the cough part.
John Esper says Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg were packed. That's surprising to me. It's like a year-round vacation spot now. It used to not be that way. But I guess, I don't know.
Randy's, okay.
So, don't you know, says, I feel so much better. I also had a big patch of rash on my arm when I had COVID. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
That is interesting.
Huh.
Randy says, I coughed the whole month of October. Oh, man.
Ugh. That's not good.
Jeff and Tootsie says that's better sound.
That's
Okay,
good.
great. I'm glad.
Hey, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, welcome.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I forgot to add the filter in there, and that's still trying to get things set up and all.
PB on the go says a lot of sickness going around. I'm lucky to work at home and not be around too many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good plus there.
I fortunately only have to go into the office one day a week, and the day I have to go in, which just happened to be today, there weren't that many people in the office. So I picked a good day. They say Tuesdays and Thursdays are much busier in the office, so Wednesday is the sweet spot. So I'm glad about that. So,
John Esper says, I think that new drink that they have tastes just like Sierra Mist.
Yeah.
Oh, the sorry one.
It's
it's a marketing thing, I think. It's just they were probably slumped in sales, and they probably just want a boost in their sales of that particular drink, and that's probably why they changed it. Jeff and Tootsie says, I heard today that the football player that had the heart attack, it was caused by the 3 shots.
Oh,
I wondered about that. I did. I wondered because he's young. He's too young to have cardiac arrest. I mean, that doesn't happen.
But you wonder which 3 he ended up. What were the first 2? Did he have Pfizer or Moderna? And did he have a Pfizer for the booster? Because I've heard also some things where they were saying that if you had the 2 Moderna and then got the Pfizer booster, they've seen a lot of
I don't know if they're going to come that.
Yeah, they probably won't. It won't come out.
It won't come out in the news. I'm surprised that part even came out, really.
Yeah.
Because you know how they are about the shots and stuff. But, I mean, there's been some things that they're saying about a certain age group of people shouldn't be getting them now. So I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to get going.
Misty Brock says, Fred should do a taste test for the Starry. Randy says you can buy a bunch of egg and put the cartons on the walls for sound. Y'all would have $1 million studio. John Esper says, I'm not getting any more COVID shots. I'm done.
Yeah, but Randy, the problem is if we try to do that now, it'll cost $1 million with all the egg prices.
I know. John says all my shots was Pfizer.
Yeah, that was the same with me.
PV on the go, me too. John Esper, no more shots.
So
Gary with 2 R's says, I agree, John, no more shots.
So we're gonna get going on here on these Trivial Pursuit questions. I want to try to be done by close to 9 because I know Griswold Family Vacay, he's got his trivia and he's trying to dethrone the reigning champ on his trivia nights. I think with Mike.
Hike with Mike says at Randy's World, we did that with our band, put a bunch of egg cartons on the walls of the storage unit we practiced in. How did that work? Did that work out for you?
Yeah, you just couldn't afford doing something like that.
Yeah.
It probably cost like several $1,000s with price of eggs right now.
Jeff and Tootsie says I still haven't had not one shot.
Oh. Well, maybe you don't want it.
Yeah, you don't want it.
Not at this point. So we're going to get going here. So if you know the answer, put it in the chat. That's how this works. It's not multiple choice. It's not true and false. So first question is, what city hosted the first public reading of the U.S. Declaration of Independence? That should be an easy one. Because it is an easy one. What city hosted the first reading of the Declaration of Independence?
Hike with Mike says in the drummer's stand was supported with plastic milk crates, LOL.
Oh my gosh.
Misty Brock says Massachusetts. Hike with Mike, Philly. Randy says Philly. Gary, Philly. Paul, Philly. Misty says, oops, city.
Yeah, that's okay, Missy.
See me, Philly. Missy, Philly.
Yeah. Correct answer on that is Philadelphia. Like I said, it was going to be an easy one, first one. We got it going. Okay, let's see. What powdered punch is Nebraska's official state soft drink? That's different. If somebody's on here that's in Nebraska, they would know this one. And I don't see how that's a soft drink. But it's a powder drink. Crossover Paranormal. Welcome.
Randy says Tang. Danny, Kool-Aid. Paula, Kool-Aid. Hike with Mike, Hawaiian Punch. Missy, Hawaiian Punch. T&D says Tang.
So the correct answer on that one is Kool-Aid.
Kathy Ireland.
Oh, no. No. If I come across a Kathy Ireland question, I'll be shocked. I mean, I would really be shocked. I'd be surprised.
On the go says Kool-Aid, Hastings, Nebraska. I'm from Nebraska.
Ah.
Paul said powdered milk. Nancy Brock. Kathy Ireland loves the Kool-Aid.
Next question. What 3 Western states share parts of the Navajo Nation?
You got to get some more time because their answers were still coming in.
Yeah. Kathy Ireland. Why does Kathy Ireland always seem to show up in this?
Yeah, boy.
In our trivia night.
Her ears must really be ringing.
I'm expecting her to one of these days show up on our chat because
that would be. Or somebody else pretending. Okay, so we got Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, California, Washington, Oregon. We got Arizona, New Mexico.
Hey, Ridge Farm. Howdy.
Arkansas, Texas, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana. Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado.
Don't know. I haven't seen them on today.
Utah, Nevada, and another state.
So the correct,
hey, Little Ridge Farm.
So the correct answer is Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Yeah, I didn't think you had Navajo in your area.
So what was it?
Arizona, Mexico, New Mexico, and Utah.
Okay. So you all got the first.
Yep, all got it.
Yeah.
Next question.
Oh, John Esper says, how are these people's answers coming out in front of the time you ask the question?
Sometimes it happens that the way I see it, sometimes it happens where you put in an answer and somebody else puts in the answer at the same time, and it shows up on
Well, make sure you're, I don't know, if you're on
yes.
the phone, or make sure your line to play the video or play is all the way to the right.
And make sure that you're on live chat and not top chat.
Live chat, yeah.
We've seen a lot of cases where on our phones it goes to it goes to top chat initially. You change it to live chat, and then it ends up going back.
Yeah, I don't know.
To
it
top
always
chat.
Switches on me too, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's strange.
Jeff and Tootsie says, congrats on getting monetized, Fred and Connie. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Robin Denise, welcome.
Yeah, Hike with Mike said refresh the computer.
Yeah, if you're the computer you're on.
And Jeff and Tootsie said hit the live button.
Yeah.
TV on the go says, John, it's happening to me too. Hey, Dry Creek. Hey, Robin Denise. How are you?
Next question. What G word is the Italian equivalent of ice cream?
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, I do too. I don't even have to look at the answer. But if it was a German equivalent, we know what it would be.
Yeah.
There you would be all over it. Yeah, here we go. The answers are coming
in. Gelato, Missy Gelato, everybody's gelato. Gelato.
Now I'm going to be craving gelato. Hey, Eddie Lugo Studios, welcome. Yeah, the correct answer on that was gelato. And I'm going to want gelato. That's interesting. What residents of Yellowstone National Park can pass along to cattle a disease called brucellosis?
Never heard of that.
No, but it's interesting. Brooklyn in the house, y'all.
Randy says bison, Timmy elk, Paul moose. Eddie Lugo says my ex. Missy says, excuse me?
No.
What was that word you said?
Excuse me.
Danny wanted you to repeat.
The question was, what residents of Yellowstone National Park can pass along to cattle a disease called brucellosis? That's a mouthful. BRUCOLLESSIS.
Hike with Mike said ticks. Danny says wolves. Flies.
So the correct answer is bison. Randy got it.
Oh, yeah, bison. Wow.
Yeah, bison.
Randy says, I learned that on Yellowstone. Ah, there you go.
Oh, interesting.
Missy said beefalo.
Yeah, I guess if they get too close and they get that, then the cattle become beefalo. Oh, boy. Oh, here's a tough one. What 60-story Manhattan skyscraper was the world's tallest building in 1913? I bet I know that.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't alive then.
Nor was I, but I had a feeling I knew the answer.
Hike with Mike says, little known fact. The Buffalo Bill team is not named after the animal. It was named after showman Buffalo Bill.
Ah, interesting.
Oh, that is interesting. Paul says Empire State. Danny says Chrysler, Missy Sears Tower,
Nobody's gonna get this one.
Empire State, Sears Tower, Iron Building.
Oh.
Hey, Callie and Jordan Squad.
Hey, welcome.
John Esper says, I don't know, I wasn't born yet.
that was her answer.
Jeff and Tootsie says to Dry Creek, are y'all going to go live after this for a little? Leslie's going through DTs to chat. LOL. Ike with Mike says Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Building. That's an interesting answer. Randy says that big one. Ike with Mike says Flatiron Building.
TV on the go. The one above sea level.
Eddie says that life. Yeah, the one above sea level.
So the correct answer was the Woolworth Building. Which, yeah, Woolworth. The old Woolworth stores.
Wow.
Next question. Oh, this ought to be an interesting one. You gotta check the answer on this one first. That's an interesting one. Whose ghost did Teddy Roosevelt claim he saw regularly in the White House? All right, paranormal people. Yeah, there we go. All right, you paranormal people. You should know this one. Oh my gosh.
Paul says Abe Lincoln, Eddie Lincoln, Randy says Abraham, Gary Lincoln, Abe Lincoln. Dry Creek says, no, not tonight, Jeff. Trying to still help our Josh work on my grandma's still changing and updating things. So T and me, Abe Lincoln, Hike with Mike Lincoln. Missy says his papa.
Well, if his papa is Abraham Lincoln, then maybe so. That's what the correct answer was. Abraham Lincoln. Good job. That's that one. Okay, next one. Okay, here's for you music people. What element immortalized in a Nirvana hit was first given to manic depressives in the 1940s? I don't know that one because I don't know Nirvana. Those people with music, know music.
Hike with Mike says Teddy, my favorite president. Paul says LSD, Randy lithium.
Oof.
Oof. Missy absinthe. Callie and Jordan Squad lithium. Eddie says
Tootsie Roll.
So coming in.
Interesting.
Hike with Mike says not a grunge fan. No clue.
Well, wasn't sure.
TV on the go says mushrooms.
So the correct answer on this is actually lithium. So we had a few of them, Randy and Listerine.
No clue here either. Missy, Listerine. Paul says Team Spirit.
Team Spirit. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Trying to find some questions that aren't too weird. There's some weird ones and I won't even go there. Yeah, I'm not going to go with that one either. Only if Darian was on here, he would know it. What was featured on the head of the 52 dimes workers found inside the salvaged Liberty Bell?
Missy says I need to get my kid in here.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Bubbles.
Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Nice. all the bases in case
Uh-huh.
somebody's on here from a different time zone.
It said, what was featured on the head of the 52 dimes, hint, dimes, workers found inside the salvaged Liberty Bell? Hey, Mike and Michelle, welcome.
Eddie said Pillsbury Doughboy.
I like that one.
Paul said, huh?
Yeah, I repeated it. Missy asked repeat.
Hey, quiet listener. Good evening.
Welcome. So, what was featured on the head of the 52 dimes? Hey, Woman Outdoors. I gotta watch your video of you camping out 2 nights. I
We
saw
got
that coming up.
Mayflower, some no clues. Lady Liberty. Tommy.
Hey,
says
Tommy
I'm
White.
signed in on my personal account so Teresa can play too.
Oh,
Gonna
cool.
show her how really stupid I am.
Hey, if I come up with any metal guitar ones, I'm sure you'll get them right away.
Missy Brock says the bell.
So, kind of gave a hint on that because 52 dimes, they were dimes, they were old dimes, Mercury dimes, which when they got them out, that was an old-time thing when they salvaged it. So it was a rare dime, so they're probably worth several thousand.
Thanks, Michelle and Mike. She says everyone hit that
Yes,
thumbs up.
thank you. Okay, let's see. Nice. Skipping some of these that are just, no, I'm not asking that question.
Missy Brock was saying to Tommy, it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What automaker introduced the 1978 RX-7, the most successful rotary engine car of all time? And after you answer that, I'll give you some trivia about that as well.
Hey, Smoky Mountain family, welcome.
Hey, Eric.
So
Yeah.
just wanted to hop on and say hello. Hope
Yeah.
you're doing well. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. Hope you guys are too.
Gotta watch that video you did from Newfound Gap. I saw that come up. I'll be watching that later, definitely.
Eddie says Mazda. Tommy says Mazda. Randy says Mazda. Danny says Chevy. Mike says Mike Mazda. Paul Mazda. Missy Brock says Ford baby. TV on the go says hey to Smoky Mountain family.
Yeah.
Mike says they just reintroduced the rotary engine again. I saw something.
Yeah,
like that
they're
the
going
other
to be
day.
putting the rotary engine in their new electric vehicle. Which
TV on the
is
go says
interesting.
Mazda.
It is Mazda. So that is correct. But they're putting in their new electric vehicle, which is very unusual to see. Okay, let's see. I wish we had some. I'm wondering if we have any homesteaders in here. What fraction of a ton comprises one animal unit of farm animals for statistical purposes?
Missy says, what the heck? I know nothing about a Mazda.
Anyway, third
What was the question again?
question was, what fraction of a ton comprises one animal unit of farm animals for statistical purposes? I'm seeing people that are answering it. I see
1/3 maybe.
See, there's some right answers here.
Randy said goats. Meg says 1/4. We got an elephant and a half.
And
half.
another half. And more halves. And then
1/5.
we got pi.
3.14.
Not that fraction. So
Missy says half sounds good.
yeah, the correct answer is 1/2. See, Tommy?
Oh, there you go.
See, Tommy? You
There
got
you
it
go.
right. Good job. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we have any James Bond fans out there. What James Bond title character barked orders to a midget manservant named Knick Knack? Oh, yes. Definitely know that movie. That's a good one.
Dr. No. Sean Connery, Doctor Strange. Missy says, what?
What James Bond title character barked orders to a midget manservant named Knick Knack?
The Gadget Dude.
The Gadget Dude.
Dr. Love.
Nope. I don't see the right answer.
Wait, what line? Oh. Shaken but not stirred. Dave says no clue. Meg, the only one I can think
Close
of is
one.
Dr. No.
Close. You're close, Missy Brock.
Oh. Did I miss that? For sure. Oh, Goldfinger for
She's
sure.
close.
I missed
So
that one.
the correct answer is the man with the golden gun. So, a side question on that: do you know who the midget manservant was that played Knick Knack?
Eddie says mini me. Danny says I don't know Bond that well.
Well, the manservant was played by Hervé Villechaize
Oh, yeah.
from Fantasy Island.
The plane, yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Exactly. The plane. Oh, here's an interesting one. What major eastern city was the first in the U.S. to boast a bloodmobile for dogs in 1991?
Missy said, I know that little filler. Baltimore, Charlotte, Atlanta.
It's not what people are thinking.
Philly.
Who said Billy?
Meg.
Meg.
Orlando, New York City, Kuwait, Portland. Hang on, there's still New York City.
I have a problem with Tommy's answer.
Oh, Eddie said New York City as well.
Because Kuwait is not in the U.S. It's an eastern U.S. city. He said Kuwait.
He just threw it in there.
I know he did. So the correct answer.
Miami.
The correct answer. I only see one correct answer.
Wait, there's answers still coming.
Okay.
Virginia Beach.
I'll give you a couple more minutes.
Tommy says, "Oh my bad." Pigeon Forge.
Oh my gosh.
Martha's Vineyard. Meg says, "There's a reason I keep score." LOL. Chatham.
Well, Chatham. So, yeah, but there's only one person that's gotten this answer right, and you're the one that got it right, Meg. It is Philly. So.
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod. Miami.
Oh, we got a lot of answers here.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Makes
got it
it
right.
nice.
Yep. So, let's see. I have no clue on what the heck these questions are. It's like, huh? Those are questions on that card that would stump even Captain Billy. No idea if you're going to get this one right or not. What did a number 4 erector set have that numbers 1 through 3 didn't? Oh, that means I had a number 4 erector set when I was a kid. Interesting.
Hey, Roy and Becky Travels.
Hey, welcome. Howdy, howdy.
Randy says cogs, and Eddie says nuts. Meg says number 4. 4?
Yeah, 4.
T and me says pencil. Hike with Mike electric motor. Tommy White says directions. Missy says rubber bands. Don't you know says light. Danny says erector set. What is that again?
It was a building set before your time, obviously, Danny.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
I guess it goes along with the Tinker Toys and all that.
Yeah, Lincoln
and
Logs.
the Lincoln Logs and all that.
A rotary electric motor.
And he says, "Where have you been, Danny?"
Yeah.
With Mike says a rotary electric motor.
No, it wasn't made by Mazda. But you were right. It is an electric motor.
Danny says, "We had Lincoln
You
Logs."
had Lincoln Logs, but you didn't have an erector set?
Don't you know, says I'm stumped by all of these questions. It's okay.
This shouldn't stump a lot of people. What's the biggest toy retailer in the U.S.? And that's as of today. Still.
Missy Brock says, "Dude, I'm young and I know what those are." Hey, Devil Dog.
Hey, welcome. Hurrah.
Hello,
Hey,
Trina's Motivation.
Welcome.
Jeff and Tootsie says Toys R Us. Missy, Walmart. Danny says China. Trina says I have no clue. Meg says Mattel. T&B Mattel. Eddie says Toys R Us. Don't you know says Hasbro.
Thank you, Trina's Motivation.
Missy Brock says China, true.
Sure, Devil Dog.
Devil Dog, can I
Yeah.
ask a question real fast?
Yeah, you can ask a question.
Toy review, Macy's, Nintendo, Toys R Us, Mattel.
So the biggest toy retailer. Oh, we passed the 4,000 a couple days ago, Eddie.
Yes, thanks for your support.
Yes.
And getting us, helping us get there. Pokemon, did you hit them?
The biggest.
Yeah.
Yep. The biggest toy retailer in the U.S. Walmart. Victoria's Secret. Oh, I didn't. That's a different type of toy retailer. Walmart and Kmart. Oh my.
Yeah, like Kmart probably back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
I certainly bought a lot of stuff at Kmart.
I saw something the other day that there's still 2 Kmarts left in the U.S.
Wow.
2. I'm surprised.
Where are they at?
I didn't see where, but they said there were 2 left.
Wow.
This is a cheesy question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What people literally vandalized Rome in 455 AD? And when you see the answer, you'll understand why it's cheesy.
Who made these questions?
I don't know.
Misty Brock says Virginia near Williamsburg had a Kmart about 6 years ago.
Ah.
Eddie says my family. PB on the Go says Kmart was Toy Palace when I was a kid.
Yeah, they always
Mike
had
says
huge
the
ones.
Vandals. Misty Brock says Roughneck. Jeff and Tootsie says, hey Fred, I think they sell erector sets at Sexy Stuff.
Oh,
wait,
no.
that's something else. Oh my
That's
god.
something else.
John Esper says, isn't there one Blockbuster video store left? Yeah, I think so. I think it's out west or something.
It is in Oregon. It's the last one, and there's
Don't you
somehow
know,
still
Blue Light
surviving.
Special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that Blue Light Special that they used to have.
Yeah.
Don't you know, says I miss Kmart.
Yeah, I remember. It was always a shopping cart with a pole and a blue light.
Tommy White
move it
says, I
around.
thought this was a family show.
Some people sometimes come out with some interesting comments. Let's put it that way. So the answer on that, what people literally vandalized Rome in 455 AD? The Vandals. Like I said, cheesy question.
Hike with Mike got it.
Yeah, Hike with Mike definitely got it, and it's like...
Don't you know, says I miss Shopco too.
Shopco?
Shopco.
Oh, not familiar with Shopco. Okay. Nope. No questions
Tommy
there.
White says I used to play in the Vandals.
Oh.
Really?
Huh. But not those Vandals. You weren't around in 455 AD. I'm positive of that one.
Are you sure? Maybe Tommy has some kind of secret longevity pill he takes.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you know, says maybe Shopco was only in the Midwest. Tommy White says, no, joking.
Ah. Okay, here's a car question. It's a different one. What boom to steering was the 1900 Packard Model C the first car to be equipped with? And hint, the question had part of the answer. It's a weird one. Yeah, it probably was only in the Midwest. I haven't heard of those. And when I was young, I lived up north, never heard of those. So.
What was that one store that was on Missouri Avenue that was...
Oh,
it was a department store, and I had said what it was at one time, and now I've forgotten it again. There was Winn-Dixie on one shopping center, and then across was that Rosary Road. Across there, then they had the other.
Kmart was on the left side of it.
Yeah.
To the right, there was a department store, and I can't remember the name of it. But yeah.
Okay, we got Power, Plymouth, CD Exchanger. John Esper says it looks like we have trolls in here tonight. Really, I didn't see. Where was that at? Unless somebody got it.
Our thing. I had to close the chat. It stopped for a second. That was weird. Okay.
Missy Brock says, if not power steering, then non-power steering. Jeff and Tootsie says, not any. Tommy White says, gonna say power steering.
So the correct answer, and steering was in the word, kind of. Steering wheel.
Oh, okay.
There was no power steering back then, not that early.
Our Home Our Life says, I haven't seen any trolls. Jeff and Tootsie says, no trolls in here.
Yeah, I haven't seen any trolls.
Don't you know, says the ELS isn't a troll.
Yeah, that's Eddie Lugo Studios. He's not a troll.
He's using the backslash symbol to separate the answers
from the next question.
From the next question. So for all those who, because I know we had on our last live.
Hey, Joshy and Stacy, are you back from the woods?
So if anyone's wondering, no, he's not a troll. He's just helping us out, separating the answers there. So. Yeah,
and we have it set so subscribers are only on here, and not the ones that are not subscribers don't answer it.
Missy Brock says, what did they use to drive? Coat hangers?
No, what they did, and you have to look back on old pictures, they used levers to move, to steer. They didn't use a steering wheel. So,
How did you steer? Yeah.
yeah, levers. You pulled the lever one way to go right, the other way to go left. And then, they had gas pedal, but that's it. But it's interesting.
You stay safe in the woods there, Joshy.
Yeah. Don't get any ticks either.
Well, I guess it just depends on the temperatures, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I
well,
guess you can still get ticks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this is too much of a tough question. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Here's a Danny one. What park lets visitors get up close and personal with the largest group of trees to turn to stone? Since he always goes to all different national parks.
Mhm. Joshy says, "Thank you. It's been fun so far. Rain tonight."
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Tommy
Right.
says, "First car I remember riding in was my mom's '48 Packard." Hike with Mike says, "The woods are safer than the cities." Yeah, you got that right.
Hey, Gary. Thanks for popping
Trina
in.
Motivation says, "Listening but don't know any of these." Belt Loop. Hey, Gary. Sorry, but a busy night at work. Just stopping by to hit the thumbs up.
Well, that's fine.
Say,
That's understandable.
Yellowstone, Redwood National Park, Petrified Forest, one in Washington State, Redwood. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so the correct answer was the Petrified Forest. And I knew Danny would get that because he always goes to all the different national parks.
Yeah.
So I expected him to know that one.
About the national park.
What profession would be out of bounds for a grad student suffering from odontophobia?
I have a guess, but I don't know. Yeah. Eddie says dentist, Meg says dentist. Hike with Mike, dentistry, Missy, dentist. Danny says dentist.
Yep. Correct answer is dentist. Dentist. Here's an interesting one. What U.S. state citizens sarcastically refer to its seasons as quake, fire, flood, and drought?
Missy says mechanic if it's odometer phobia. Pennsylvania, California, California. Missy says, please repeat the question.
Question was, what U.S. state's citizens sarcastically refer to its seasons as quake, fire, flood, and drought? That's good. Teresa's much better.
That's okay.
That's all right.
We don't mind repeating.
No.
Jeff and Tootsie says, TME, y'all go live after this if you can.
The correct answer on that
California for sure.
was, for sure, it was California. Next question. What rotund, as in round, rocker became the first star to sit for an online chat on Prodigy? Remember that? In December of 1989. Prodigy was like AOL at the time.
Joshy says, someone go live after to give me something to do.
You could always go to Griswold Family Vacay afterwards, because he's got more trivia.
Hike with Mike, Meatloaf, Missy, Meatloaf. Eddie says Elton John. Danny says Sammy Hagar.
Hey, James Kennedy, welcome.
Meatloaf. Jeff and Tootsie says amen to Josh and Stacy.
Yeah,
No, not yet.
Yeah, I didn't think they would. Teresa's still recovering.
Yeah. Meg says hello to James Cantonese. Jeff and Tootsie says okay to T and me.
So the correct answer on that one was Meatloaf.
Danny says someone needs to beat Captain Billy J.
Yeah, I know.
Charlie Pride.
Hey, Leslie.
Hey.
Welcome.
We hear you're going to go live, Leslie.
Yeah. Somebody said that.
T and me says still a really bad earache.
Ooh. Sorry to hear that.
Danny says to Josh and Stacy, come check us out. Hike with Mike says, whatever happened to Eddie Money? Is he still alive?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, not good. Yeah, maybe somebody can look that up. Leslie says, Lord have mercy, no, LOL.
Next question.
Joshy says, sounds good to Danny.
What topping makes a White Castle hamburger surf and turf? That is a weird answer.
Danny says, Eddie Money went broke. Dry Creek says, guess we should be paying attention. We would have known that about Meatloaf.
So Eddie Money died in 2019.
Don't you know, says, I think Eddie Money died of cancer.
Yep. Esophageal cancer, to be exact.
Okay, we got onions, shrimp, fish patty. Eddie says Eddie Money passed away a few years ago.
Yep.
Anchovies, shrimp, tartar sauce.
Gross.
Mincy dropped away.
The answer is more gross than I would expect, and I would not want to eat a so-called surf and turf that's got a fish stick. A fish stick makes it a surf and turf?
Okay.
No. That makes it,
Eddie Mahoney was his real name. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I guess that kind of sounds like money. Mahoney.
Yeah. Joshy says fish sticks are awesome.
But not on a burger.
I don't know. They put everything on a burger nowadays. They put the whole meal on a burger.
Huh. He was a New York City cop before a singer.
Oh, that's an interesting tidbit there.
Well, here's a tidbit. Separate person, Robert Blake, who was an actor, was a cop in New Jersey, in the town I grew up in, before he became an actor.
Danny says, I want a calf fry burger.
No, thank you. I don't want to go there.
Missy says to Joshy Stacy, not on a White Castle slider, dude.
Yeah, that's a good
Danny
one.
says that would be delicious. T and me says, we love fish sticks.
Put it on a burger?
John Esper says, White Castle's the onions. Joshy says, Missy, that has to be good.
Uh,
Pee on the Go says, I'm having fish sticks for supper.
fish sticks separately, but on a burger, no.
Tartar sauce or no tartar sauce?
Has to have tartar sauce. I don't see how people can put tartar sauce on a burger.
Don't you know, says Eddie Haskell was a cop in real life.
Ah.
Wow. Leslie says, all White Castles are good in any form. The jalapeno cheese ones are my favorite. Hike with Mike says, cocktail sauce. John Esper says, up here in Ohio, we call White Castles rat burgers. Joshy says, cocktail sauce on everything. Roy and Becky travels. We're eating fish sticks too right now. Wow, it must be fish stick night.
It sounds very fishy to me.
Danny says, what about a stuffed crust pizza with fish sticks in the crust? Leslie says, I've never heard that, John. I've lived in Ohio since I was 10. Missy says, I do yellow mustard with fish sticks. Well, that's interesting.
Danny, this emoji's for you. No. Fish sticks and... Hey, Kevin, Super Chat, welcome. Word up.
Dry Creek says malt vinegar on fried fish all the way.
That I've heard of.
Well, yeah, that's common.
There's a restaurant that's supposed to be opening up soon at that Cumming City Center that we keep on trying to wait for it to open, but they're supposed to have a British fish and chips place, so we're going to check out when they do open and do a restaurant review on them. Have to try that.
Thanks, Super Chat, for sharing.
Yes, thank you. Next question. What southwestern state, surprisingly, has more square miles of ponds than any other in the U.S.? Southwestern is the thing. I have not. Somebody ought to know this one. That's in the chat.
Malt vinegar rocks with fries and fish chips. Tommy says fish sticks, fish eyes, and fills. You've
been hanging around Jeff and Miss Marie too much.
Leslie says Long John Silver's with malt vinegar, hands down the best. Oh, I used to love Long John Silver's. We just don't have them here.
Yeah, I wish they would come back. Those were good.
Says Nevada. Missy says New Mexico. Hike with Mike, Arizona. Jeff and Tootsie says, guys, just hit over 82K in prizes on Price is Right. Wow, that's something else. TV on the Go says, yes, Long John Silver's.
I don't know if Danny's still on here.
T and Me says, Joshy, are y'all really still in the woods? We watched today. I loved it. Can't wait for the rest of the videos.
I guess Danny may be getting ready for his live because he starts at 8.
Oh, yeah. TV on the Go, Arizona.
So the correct answer on that one is Oklahoma. That's why I was wondering if Danny would he's probably he's probably off to his own live.
John Esper says they call White Castle rat burgers because of the holes in the meat.
Ugh.
Missy says to Dry Creek, I miss and crave Long John's. I know. I don't even know where they have one.
I don't either.
I don't know. I guess there's one in Pigeon Forge, right? Is there one in Pigeon Forge?
Was there? I don't know.
Hike with Mike says O'Keefe's in Clearwater had great fish and chips. I don't know if we've ever eaten there.
They had an O'Keefe's up here.
Did they?
Yeah.
Don't you know says snowstorm tonight. Our snow drought will finally be over.
We need snow.
Stay safe. Missy Brock says, what? Oklahoma is southwest? Okay, I guess.
Radio Jonesy.
1 p.m.
Well, it's not early morning for you at least. That's good.
Dry Creek says, we just had it Monday, Missy, after we left the warehouse stocking up on more products for the shop. Our Home, Our Life, our Long John's is still open here in our town.
Oh, you lucky.
Leslie says, we have a Long John Silver's where we live. Gonna be sad if it closes, but it's still open for now.
Wow.
Missy says, I'm in Kentucky. I have one about an hour away in Danville, if anyone is interested. I don't know. I guess I got tired of trying to look up where, from where we're at.
Yeah.
Jeff and Sissy says no Long John Silver's here in my town anymore.
Yeah, I miss those. Next question. What delicacy comes in Beluga, Osectra, and Sevruga varieties?
Oh, what?
If you had it, you would know what it is.
Missy Brock says, I could eat a freaking box of their hush puppies and crunchies. Leslie says whale, radio Jonesy rice. Missy says whale steak. Hike with Mike caviar. Don't you know says whale.
So the correct answer, I think more people
Dry Creek caviar.
Yeah, if you've had it before, you would know what it is.
Hang on.
So.
John Esper says Long John Silver's restaurants are all over Ohio. Danny says heading out to our stream. Hope to see you all in a few for some more trivia fun.
We will be there. We'll do a raid over to your in your direction after the next question.
Thanks for coming over, Danny.
Yep, thank you. So the answer on that one was caviar. And we're going to do one last question. Radio Jonesy. And if somebody can, I don't know if Meg's still on here. She may have gone already.
Jeff and Sissy says, I don't eat whale unless a woman counts. LOL, sorry. Missy says gross.
Oh, good grief.
Leslie says, Jeff, she's laughing, that counts. Joshy says, kick Jeff off here.
Hey, Jeff, I'll give you something to do. Find Danny's live that he's got coming up here, and put it on here so I can pin it, so we can do a raid over to his live after this next question. And I have one more question.
If you don't mind, I don't know. Do you know how to do that?
Just go to Griswold Family Vacay and find his thing and share that so I can pin it. And then we'll ask this last question.
Jeff says, heck, I still don't know how to do that.
Okay, no worries.
I
got it.
Okay.
I can do it.
That's all right, Jeff.
Yeah, that's
Sorry
not a problem. That. I wasn't sure if you could or not, but as you.
I don't know how to do it either when I'm on the phone or whatever.
Yeah.
Missy says, where's everyone going? Let me know, please.
I will be posting it here shortly. But the next question and the last question is going to be, what Korean auto company did Ford fail to woo in 2000? And that's kind of a hint to the answer, too.
Jackie says, Jeff, stop. I don't come here to work. Radio says, I'm at work on the phone. Hike with Mike says, Kia. Missy says, Kia. John Esper says, I had a box of Cheerios cookies I was going to give Josh Sunday. Whoa, I just jumped here.
I know that happens.
What happened?
What?
It just jumped. I was reading and it just... What in the world?
That happens.
Oh, I was reading John Esper's thing and that... Okay. Don't you know Kia... Jeff is laughing at Joshy. Daewoo. Missy says, hike with Mike, copied off of my paper. Leslie says, is this Tommy or Teresa?
Yes.
Okay, John Esper said, I had a box of Cheryl's cookies I was going to give to Joshy when I was in Pigeon Forge, but he wasn't able to make it. Hike with Mike says, just cut and paste the channel name to search.
Yeah, I got it posted up there. Leslie, T&Me TV is Teresa, and Tommy White is, of course, Tommy.
They're both on. They
split. They went on two separate channel things, so they could both be on here.
Joshy says, next time, John, for sure. Missy Brock says, I forgot about Daewoo.
Yeah.
I don't see those anymore.
No, you don't. And that the answer was in the question partially, because the question did say, what did it say? It said, what Korean auto company did Ford fail to woo? As in Daewoo?
Daewoo. Leslie says, Tommy and Teresa, I sent y'all a box of assorted Grippos out yesterday. I hope it gets there. I use the address on the YouTube channel.
Oh, lucky. I don't even know what Grippos.
Yeah, I know their address had changed. They had one post office box, and then they changed the other address to something else.
So we're going to wrap it up here. And so next week we'll be doing another different trivia. It'll be muscle car trivia, American muscle car trivia at that. So we're glad all of you came over to our live tonight. I pinned the channel for Griswold Family Vacay. Do a raid over to his live. Tell him Life of Mountain Folks sent you. Do it. You can do LWMF raid, and we'll catch you over there.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope you guys all have a good evening.
And Teresa, hope you recover from your health problems fast. Good night, everyone.
Good night.